What's up, family? Welcome back to another episode of Patient X Holistic Healing, where we talk about the mental, physical, and spiritual sides of healing. Today's video, we're going to talk about forgiveness, right? First and foremost, I want to talk about, religion and how religion kind of puts a spin on forgiveness, and then what I've come to learn about forgiveness as I've grown as a spiritual being, right? So if you've never seen me before, my name is Professor X. I'll be your healing coach and spiritual teacher today. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, growing up, I used to be taught, because I grew up Christian, I used to be taught that you have to ask other people for forgiveness, and that when you do something that is lesser than, when you fall short, you have to kind of receive that conclusion or that resolution through communicating with other people or through reconciling. And although that is important, as I've grown as an adult, I've realized that that is not as important as people make it seem. I know that may sound counterintuitive, but that's just the truth. When it comes to true forgiveness, and I'm pretty sure the Bible talks about this, but this isn't really what, this isn't what they teach, practically. But when it comes to true forgiveness, it starts from within. This is something that you observe about yourself, or you observe about reality, a certain situation that you went through, and you have to find acceptance with that thing, right? So when it comes to, let's say I wronged you, right? What I used to be taught growing up was that when I wronged you, I had to call you, to find, common ground or something. But truth be told, it's like that people do that because they can't accept that they made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to undo the mistake somehow. True acceptance is when you just accept the fact, or my bad, true forgiveness is when you just accept the fact that you made a mistake and you're able to let that be that. You know what I'm saying? Like me going up to somebody cannot change what happened. You feel me? And I feel like that's the main reason why people go up to people or, call people up, whatever. Hey, bro, like, I'm sorry I did that to you, because they want to feel better about the situation. They want to kind of take it back in a sense. I don't take shit back. You feel me? I let shit go. Point blank period. I let shit go and I accept the fact that I did certain things and I'm able to move on. Because of that, I'm super peaceful in life. Like I fall short a lot in my life. You know what I'm saying? And even though I fall short, like my perception of myself does not change. It just is what it is. I still know that I'm divine. I'm godly. I am the most high in physical form. And I came here to make mistakes and do shit, grow, change, whatever. I came here to evolve. And a part of that is stumbling. When we talk about true forgiveness and true acceptance, we're getting into the realms of, self-love, you feel me, self-control, because people have a sort of acceptance wound. Growing up, maybe they weren't accepted, or maybe they were the scapegoat, whatever, the black sheep, and they're not able to let certain things go. They have a popular proverb, I don't know where it's from, but it goes on the lines of, when you hold on to something that somebody did to you and you hold a grudge or whatever, maybe it's not even a grudge. Maybe it's just the energy of what happened is still lingering with you. That becomes poison over time. And sometimes we try to spit back this poison at other people who wronged us, or maybe throw it back on the people that we've wronged because we're scared of taking accountability. But at the end of the day, that poison is still with us. It's still harming us no matter who we try and harm with it. To truly get over this situation, like, you have to put down the poison. You have to drop it. You have to get away and escape it. And this is not as hard as it may sound. Some things are super deep-seated, so it may take time. But at the end of the day, you'll realize that the moment that you do let it go, the moment you do forgive, the moment that you do forget, you'll realize it was the easiest thing you've ever done in your life. If you truly had self-love, you would not hold on to that poison. If you truly loved other people, like, you would not hold on to that poison. For example, like, I've been super wronged in life. I'm like, I have been put in positions where I could have died by people. You know what I'm saying? People that I love, people that I trusted. And I don't hate those people. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love those people no matter what. Now, certain people I do not come around, because love does not equal presence. Just because I love you does not mean that you need to be in my life. It doesn't mean that we need to be together or present in any type of way. That being said, I love those people nonetheless. You feel me? And I still do call them from time to time, or maybe I might go out with them one day just for the one time. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm super forgiving. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I know like those people cannot be in my life. Like there is no place for them in my life because they showed me that they cannot be here. They don't belong. And that's true forgiveness. You know what I'm saying? Like that's true outward forgiveness. Allowing people to consistently be themselves even though they are not perfect, and allowing yourself to consistently be yourself even though you're not perfect. Not judging people for the mistakes that they make, but moving accordingly, and including yourself. I keep bringing it back to self because the main problem with people is that they cannot forgive themselves. And that's what creates these long drawn out periods of life and cycles where you're feeling lesser than, or you're not being as active, or you're not doing the things that you could be doing in life. And it's all literally because of self-acceptance and self-respect, self-love. When you are not forgiving, when you are not letting go, if you are not moving forward in life, like you are setting yourself up for years and years of pain. Trust me, I've seen it. I know people who made mistakes. Well, I want to say they started making mistakes at young ages, I'm talking 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, and they're in their 60s now, what I'm saying, up until their 60s, and they really hate life. Like they're depressed, they're sad, and it's all because they can't forgive themselves over certain things that they did, they're always seeking, outward validation from other people to, I guess, get reassurance that they are okay, and you don't want to live like that. You definitely don't want to live like that. You want to be in a place where you are being sovereign. Your energy is not easily tugged on. Your energy is not easily disrupted. Your peace is not easily disrupted. You know what I'm saying? Like your energy should be so, I guess, unmovable that it should damn near be tangible. Everything that you are and are internally should just be reflecting outside of you at all times. And I don't just mean, passively, because that's what it is for most people. Passively, everything in your outside environment is going to reflect your internal state. But I mean consciously. You feel me? Your will and your energy is so strong that you are consciously reflecting everything outside of you, and that's how people approach you. That's how people relate to you, is through your own projection. For example, like I'm so strong-willed and solid within myself, I don't need forgiveness from other people. You feel me? And the people that I have wronged, even they come up to me and they still treat me regular. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, even though they might not forgive me all the way, because not everybody's developed, they still treat me with a certain sense of respect. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have the energy of disrespect, if that makes sense. And when it comes to people that have wronged me, they for surely treat me with respect. And that's because that's what I project into the world. There is no animosity between me and anybody who I've ever been in a messed up situation with at all. And that's literally because of the way that I carry myself and the way that I forgive myself and other people. Like when you put the sword down, it's like nobody can really have a reason to pick up the shield or the sword towards you. Eventually, if you're just starting out in this self-love journey and, finding forgiveness in life, you're going to get to a point one day where you can do the worst thing ever. You could do the most heinous shit and immediately forgive yourself, because it just is what it is. I feel like that's where I'm at now. You know what I'm saying? I could literally drop the ball so hard today. I've done it. You know what I'm saying? And truly walk away knowing that I'm all right and that was just supposed to happen. That plays a big part into forgiveness as well, as divine timing and alignment. Certain experiences we just have to go through. Sometimes we have to drop the ball to teach us that dropping the ball is not okay. And it's conceptually, it sounds obvious. Oh, dropping the ball, doing this bad thing, doing that bad thing. I should never do that. I would never do that. And see, you don't know until you actually do it. Then you're like surprised. You're like, wow, like I didn't know I could take it that far. We all have to go through those phases every once in a while. And that's why forgiveness is so important, because it is a cycle. It'll always come back. It'll always come back. And your ability to bounce back to self-love, bounce back to acceptance is what's going to project your future. It's what's going to carry you forward. That being said, I advise you to use the rest of your day, or maybe the rest of your week, whatever, to find somebody who you wronged. You know what I'm saying? I don't want you to go up to them or anything. I want you to accept the fact that you wronged that person and just let it go. You know what I'm saying? Just forgive yourself. And, I want you to accept other people's apologies as well. Even if they don't come up to you and apologize, like I really need you to accept their feelings for what they are. You know what I'm saying? Don't be like, oh, well, such and such should feel like that. Such and such, blah, blah. Like, no. Feel acceptance, feel love for people, even though they have done you wrong. and your life will transform automatically. It'll transform overnight. You will live in a whole nother world because you align with that love frequency, and that's when you start to really attract beauty and love and life to you. That'll also help you magnetize wealth and abundance into your life as well. Not holding grudges. Holding on to anything from the past is truly money deterrent, and I'll make a whole video about that. But that's pretty much it for today's video. I'm gonna keep it short. I want to thank y'all for watching Patient X Holistic Healing, and if you like this video, please like, please subscribe. If you have anything to add to the conversation, please leave it down below. I love engaging with y'all in the community. And my name is Professor X. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.